Okay. We're all going to have a seat. So, welcome to Unity of North Spokane. And those of you online, I just want to invite you all to take a nice breath and let's just all be here right now. Leave all of our stuff at the door. Just let it all go and just be here for this little bit with us and just be here with this precious time that we have with each and every one of us. I'm so glad you're all here. So, our mission is touching hearts and transforming lives. Through the power of unconditional love and acceptance, we embody a spiritual community that emphasizes personal growth, living consciously, and making a positive difference in the world. So, if you'll join me, there is only one power and one presence active in my life and in the universe, God the Good. So today we're going to hear from our leader, Jeff Tawney, and I don't have, there you go, the Miracle of Bloomsday. Everybody knows Bloomsday is happening today, so we are going to be there in spirit. So he's going to talk about that, more to come. And then, is there anybody new here today for your first time? Back here behind you, Jeff. Do you have the pack? Who has the packets? We're out of packets. Well, welcome. We have a new, we will get you a packet. Perfect. And then next we're going to greet our neighbors. So whether you stand up, say hi, fist bumps, hug. Oh, hold on a sec. Sorry. Back up. I forgot daily word. Okay.
Hi, my name is Debbie. Thank you. My name is Debbie. Thank you. I haven't done this before, so. I write music, but I don't do this.
Okay. Saddle up, everybody. We got a little order out of order, but
Yeah, so please welcome Aurora, my friend. She's going to read the daily word.
I'm so grateful to be here. I've been on a bit of a spiritual journey as of last month, but today's daily word is life. With joy, I dance in the fountain of life. Observing children playing in the fountain, I hear them laughing as they dart through sprays of water, surprised by sudden geysers. Sunlight turns the wafting mist into prisms of color, a reminder that the same joy and light dances in me. Life can feel like that fountain, fun, but sometimes catching me by surprise. If I resist, I grow weary, but when I move with its rhythm, dodging, laughing, and dancing, I feel the pulse of divine life. Even in challenging circumstances, I can regard the spray as refreshment, the soaking as grace. Each of these baptisms become an invitation to cleansing, renewal, and awakening, a chance to grow in spirit. As I join life's dance, I am lifted. Creativity awakens, joy abounds, and I feel fully alive. For with you is the fountain of life. In your light we see light. Psalm 36:9. And if I may, I had a note on this, because as I was telling Kimmy, I feel the baptism of fire. So may I share my notes? Please. And if now is the season of challenge for you, if the gleam in your eyes, not rejoicement but weariness, know that when you reap in tears, you will sow in laughter. That you are being perfected for a rejuvenized life. To not conform to the world, but delve into your mind, that you may decipher the will and flawlessness of God. Christ promised, and not a single word of his shall fall to the ground, that through him he will raise you from anxiety, doubt, depression. When you are written in the Lamb's book of life, new and without blemish, you need not to be afraid anymore. So go on singing. You will be born anew.
Thank you. So now we're going to have our community song. So if you'll all please stand. Let's sing with us.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice, spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the head. We're going to go right into another song called We Are Opening Up in Sweet Surrender. And this is a call and response song where I invite you to sing, or if you know it, just sing along. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening, we are opening, we are opening, we are opening. We are rising up like a phoenix from the fire. Brothers and sisters, spread your wings and fly higher. We are rising up like a phoenix from the fire. Brothers and sisters, spread your wings and fly higher. We are rising up. We are rising up. We are rising up. We are rising up. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are rising up like a phoenix from the fire. Brothers and sisters, spread your wings and fly higher. We are rising up like a phoenix from the fire. Brothers and sisters, spread your wings and fly higher. We are rising up. 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 We are rising up.
So I'm going to introduce our meditation. We're going to do things a little bit different today. You know, I like to try things. And this is kind of inspired from my little sabbatical I took a couple of weeks ago. And I had the opportunity to sit out in the rain for 3 hours in meditation. And the meditation was just simply watching, listening, sensing everything that the rain was offering me. And it was so peaceful. And I stayed dry because I was under a thing with a blanket. But it opened up to me that meditation can take many different forms. And this is an invitation to all of us that we don't have to sit in a quiet room. We don't have to, it can take all kinds of different forms. So when Chantel offered this song that Debbie McManus had wrote, and this is Debbie here joining us today. When she offered this song, I thought it was perfect for this opportunity for us to meditate. So we're going to do the song. She's going to do the full song one time, and then I'm going to ask you guys to breathe, and then I want you to take the song in. And if you don't worry about knowing the words, just listen to the words, take the words in. Not even process the words, be the words, be the breath, be the quiet, and just allow yourself that moment and that opportunity. And if something comes up that you think about, like, oh, I forgot to feed the cat or put the dog out, it'll happen. Just let it go. Everything is in divine order. Everything is here today as it is intended to be. Chantel, Debbie, thank you. Just breathe. Let's all take a collective breath together. And release. Feel your shoulders drop. Your body is positioned in your chair and you're supported and your feet are on the ground. Again, another breath together. Just feel the breath. The girls are going to do the song again. And just breathe in the words.
Breathe. In this moment it will save you. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe. In this moment it will save you. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Fill your mind with breath. Fill your body with breath. Fill your soul with breath.
divine spirit, universe, love, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this opportunity that we have to come together as a community. We lift up those that are struggling. Those are struggling with physical pain or emotional pain. We ask for your loving presence to remind them of how you see them. Not as sick, not as injured, not as wounded, but whole. We lift up Joanne and Larry, who are continuing to rehab and getting stronger by the day. We pray for those that are running a race today, that all are safe, sound, injury-free, running in the freedom of who they are. God, I thank you for this community that honors me and welcomes me. I thank you for the opportunity that I have to serve. May all that we do be a blessing to those. We thank you. And so it is. Amen. Well, you all will have to give me a lot of grace today. This is a hard day. And if I'm being completely honest and transparent, I wish I was someplace else today. And I say that with love and no disrespect whatsoever. But Bloomsday has been, I already had my big cry today. Why is this still there? Bloomsday and my family has been our celebration lap. And I'm going to share some things with you today about it. I actually have two talks today. The first part of the talk is Bloomsday, what we know of Bloomsday today. And then the second part of the talk is something that was inspired last week, which is actually just setting the groundwork for the next few weeks. So we talk about I call it the miracle of Bloomsday. And if you're a follower or studier of the Course in Miracles, you know that miracles don't just happen. Miracles, everyday miracles, are choices that we make. A decision maybe to not get angry. A decision maybe to exude grace or forgiveness or compassion. In A Course in Miracles, it describes it this way. Miracles occur naturally as expression of love. The real miracles is the love that inspires him. In this sense, everything that occurs from love is a miracle. This explains their lack of order. All expressions of love are maximal. This also explains why miracles in themselves do not matter. The only thing that matters is the source, and that is far beyond human evaluation. And then from the scriptures, therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and missing the mark, which clings so closely, and let us run a race of endurance that is set before us. So, Bloomsday 2019. In 2018, I got a text message from my son that said, "Don't freak out, but I'm at the hospital, and they think I have GBS." Now, as a parent, what do? You Google, what is GBS? And then I freaked out. And as it turns out, my son had an autoimmune disease that attacked his nervous system, and it essentially dissolved, ate away the myelin sheath, which your nerves are surrounded by a myelin sheath. It's a nerve. It's like a conductor that allows the nerves to communicate. And when you take that conductor away, the nerves don't communicate. They're just raw. And so 4 days after getting that, I drove to Spokane. Second time here, actually. And when I got to the hospital, my son was paralyzed from the waist down. 4 days. And a lot of unknowns. He wasn't responding to the treatments ever given him for GBS. And so when I left 4 days later, he could just do this. 4 days before, he could do this. 4 days later, he could just shrug his shoulders. And in the morning that I left, my son and I were meeting with his neurologist. And so we're trying to get a handle on what this is, because they say they don't know. It comes like a tide, and it does its damage, and then it goes away. And then you don't know after it goes away what you're left with. And so we're asking these questions, and the neurologist says to my son, my son says, I just want to know, am I going to be able to hold my daughter? Am I going to be able to walk again? And the doctor says, son, you better get used to the fact you will there's a 20 to 80% chance that you'll never walk again. And my son said in a few choice words, which I will not repeat here, but he basically says, you're 80%, I'm walking again. And doctor looks at me, and what I know of my son is you never tell my son what he can't do, because he will do the complete opposite. So the doctor gave him the best gift he could have at that moment, was to tell him something he couldn't do, and made my son that much determined to do it. So, Thanksgiving Day, fast forward, I'm not going to go on all the details, we'll be here all day, but Thanksgiving Day, he got the feeding tube out, and he was actually able to eat a piece of pumpkin pie, which when I watched the video of him eating it, you'd think it was and it was the best pumpkin pie ever in a hospital. He came home on February 1st in a walker, was able to walk, but he was battling really bad neuropathy. So what happens is once you get the autoimmune disease under control, then it allows the immune system to work to function properly, and then the body starts regenerating things, and it regenerates the myelin sheath. And if it's not hurt too badly, it generates. So, anyways, we just weren't sure, but he was able to walk. So I have a video of him shuffling into his house on February 1st with a walker, and he went through rehabilitation and everything. And so his goal was to run in Bloomsday in 2019. So watching him walk in February was like, son, you just better get used to you're going to be walking in Bloomsday, let alone running. So Bloomsday 2019, we all sign up, and there was three of us. There was his wife, myself, and not pictured in that was Mike, Chelsea's dad, who took the picture, and it was Team Jared. And he walked the first mile. If you know Bloomsday, you walk. There's a crowd of people. I got some more pictures here. There's a crowd of people crazy chaos going on. I'd never been in Bloomsday, so this was all new to me. And so he walks the first mile, and then when we get to the first kind of thing to going up, he decides, okay, I need to sit down, I need to rest. So we push him in the wheelchair. So it was a matter of him riding and walking, riding and walking. And this picture here, you can see Chelsea, his wife, pushing him across the bridge there leading up to Doomsday Hill. And then he says, I'm walking Doomsday. And so he had it planned out that Matt there on the right-hand side in the red shirt is his physical therapist that came and met him at the bottom of the Doomsday Hill, and we walked Doomsday together. Amazing. And so, how many have not done Bloomsday? Okay, all right, okay. Last year I stood up here and said we're all doing Bloomsday this year, and that didn't fall, but we're going to do Bloomsday. Bring a chair. And I'm going someplace with this. First of all, understand in unity, the way unity was created. Unity by the Fillmores was created as a supplement to religions. So the idea is you could go to your church, wherever it was, Catholic, Protestant, wherever, and you could go to that church and get fed there, and then you could come gather in unity. And then unity would take all the great things that you're learning and put it all together metaphysically and look at how we're all alike, right? How everything that we're about, we're all together. And so it did away in the origins of it. There was no division. It was just unity. And I say that because when you look at Bloomsday, and I call Bloomsday a spiritual experience, because everybody there has one mindset. They have one goal in mind, and that's to finish the race. You're going to have those people that have a goal. I'm going to do it this length of time and whatever, but everybody has the mindset. So you're with 38,000, 40,000, 50,000 people that have the same mindset that they want to finish the race. But during the running of that race, there is this community environment. Now, when you came in, you saw Doug and Lucky out there with the signs, right? When you run Bloomsday, or you walk Bloomsday, or crawl Bloomsday, or ride Bloomsday in a wheelchair, there are people all along the path with these signs cheering you on. And if you have your name on the front, people are looking for your name. Way to go, Kirsten, keep it up. And so you feel so supported in this environment. There's no red, no blue. There's no Democrat, Republican. There's no liberal, conservative. All those labels go away. And the only label that matters is the fact that we're all running this race together. It's an amazing environment. And so we did the walk, run, ride Bloomsday in the first year, and then 2018 came along. This is still 2019. But see the guy there? He's pointing. Way to go. Keep going. Women with strollers, with babies, chicken suits, bridal gowns. It's a lot of fun. But this is Jared and I this is a picture of the finish line. When we got to the finish line, I pulled my phone out and I took a picture of the finish line. Now I want you to look in the bigger blow up there on the upper right-hand side, what it shows for a time. 3 hours and 27 minutes with pushing a wheelchair. That's not bad. So 2020 comes along, and it's COVID, and now we're no longer doing Bloomsday live. We're doing Bloomsday virtually. And so our virtual walk, and I do want to point out something here. If you can look at my son in that picture, he's forcing a smile. He is in so much pain. when we took off with his feet. But I could tell, he's not one to complain. So here we are. We climbed, I don't remember where this was, but we did this hike, he and I, in 2020. And don't care about the time. It was climbing the hill. And that was our second year. I don't remember what the time was. Then 2021 comes along. We again doing Bloomsday virtually. So Jared, Julie, one of Jared's classmates, and I did Bloomsday out at, you might recognize that, out at Bowl and Pitcher. Again, not caring about the time. It's a matter of completing the 7 miles together. Then we do 2022, and this is the year Jared left me. I say left me in that he decided he was going to run it faster than Dad, and he did, and he took off, and I was left in the dust. This is 2023 at the starting line, and that year I'm getting more and more help. This is a friend, Gary, from South Hill, and so you go at the top of the Doomsday Hill, and Gary lives in the area. And Gary says he meets me with a ice cold Bud beer. And so there's a picture of me running across the finish line holding up my Bud, because I didn't drink it, but I ran the rest of that race with that cold Bud. And from that year forward, Gary was always waiting for me at the top with a Bud Light. And I will say that the second year, the last year that he did it, this last year, he went from the small can to the tall. So he upped his game. 2024, it was the year that it was wet. It rained the whole time. But we did it, and there again, there's Gary with the tall. 2024. Jared did that. That's him by himself in an hour and 39 minutes. Hour and 39 minutes. I asked him what he did last year. He said he couldn't remember. So I asked him, I sent a message this morning to him. And I said, hey, son, I know you're probably winding down for tomorrow. I'm so sorry and disappointed that I won't be there tomorrow. It's just so difficult for me not to be there. I just wanted to tell you how proud I am. You're not just an awesome husband, Dad, but an amazing human. I know you will do amazing, and I look forward to hearing about your day. I love you, and kick ass. And then he says, thanks, Dad. Don't feel disappointed about not being there. Truly, we usually split up anyway, and honestly, I'm going to try to book it, so you just slow me down. Love you. Get after it tomorrow. And then I asked him a message this morning. I said, you know what your times were? And he says last year, so 2025, he did it in an hour and 8 minutes. And this year he says, I'm shooting for a sub 60. 34, 35. And there's other history here, right? In this room from Bloomsday. Like Kirsten set up, we were talking about decorating the facility here, right? And so she's got, how many years did you run it, Kristen? 46. 46. And if you look on the front of some of these shirts, she's got 33 to 37. Is that the year you did it?
The top number is how many I had done, and the bottom number is the number of Bloomsdays.
Okay, there you go. So that one's 43. She's done 43 out of 47. And then we have a celebrity back over here. Yeah, let's give her a hand. Lancer, stand up, Lancer, please. Now, you're sharing a specific with me, so tell everybody about your connection to Bloomsday.
Well, I only ran it 1 year. The 7th year was 1982. I was in 4th grade. I was like 10 or 11 years old. And Tom Olvin, our 4th grade teacher, he was the type of guy that any time it was able to be done, he'd ride his bike to work. He was, right across our street, Rich Street, on the way to Regal Elementary. We'd see him. He went to North Central with my stepmom, Kathy, and all the girls were gaga about him. Short and handsome guy, So anyway, he encouraged us all to all my friends and I to be in cross country that year. It was the only year I did cross country too. So I don't like running as much as I like drumming and stuff like that. But so Tom Mulvin, so I did it in 1982, and I didn't see it was kind of a teal colored T-shirt. I didn't see it among here, but I do have my uncle Bob, Robert Felton. He's listed in here in the Inlander's most recent issue, Bloomsday 50th. He is one of 71 members who has ran every Bloomsday since it started in 1977. He was right around 20 years old, loved to jog anyways. It came out, he got word of it, and Don Cardong and some of the organizers, and so he's ran it every single year.
Wow.
And so he moved back to, he was in Liberty Lake for a while in the tech industry, working on computers, and then he moved to Vermont. So he's been on the northeast side of the U.S. for a lot of years, but he flies back here every single year and runs it. But he's literally, he kind of looks like he could be my dad. We look a lot similar. But some years back, he actually, he super hard trained like your son. He was like, I'm going to try and win some money, he's a kind of world-class athlete, real good runner. So I think he did in the late 90s or early 2000s, he trained hard, and he actually did, he was doing some 45 to 50 minute, 47, right around there sort of time. So he wasn't like elite runners like the guys from Kenya and whatnot that are setting world records for running 7.6 or whatever miles it is. But anyway, so yeah, I looked in here and all that just to see, and it was sure enough, Bobby Felton is one of 71 that's winning. So the original was 1,198, just shy of 1,200 people ran the first Bloomsday.
Wow.
He's been in every single year, so. Yeah,
All right.
So,
We give a shout out to him. And I want to read this from Course in Miracles. As I am healed, I am not healed alone. And would I bless my brothers for I would be healed with them as they are healed with me. As I walk, I do not walk alone. As I cheer, I cheer alone. As I run, I do it not to run alone. As I refresh, I do it not to refresh alone. As I sing, I do not sing alone. As I aid, I do not aid alone. And as I breathe, I do not breathe alone. Anyways, that's my Bloomsday talk. It is hard. As I said, this is our victory lap day. But anyways, with all that said. Okay, so last week we had the kids come in. And little Jasper comes in. They all came in with their little red Solo cups. And they had decorated. And remember, if you were here, we asked Jasper, what do you got in your cup? And Jasper looks down and he says, dirt. And I thought to myself, the metaphor of what a child sees. And when we are young and not so educated, not so mature, not so much knowledge of the world, we see just what we see. And so I thought it was such a great thing because I'm also preparing this talk for the next couple of weeks about identity. And the idea is that for a child or the innocence, we just see what we see. We can look at something and make a quick judgment of what we see there. His comment got me thinking. And so I got to thinking of, the image came to me is that we are planted, but we're not buried. So what if the dirt in your life isn't where you're stuck, but it's where you're planted? What if the dirt is not punishment, but preparation? What if the pressure is not oppression, but activation? What if darkness is not the end, but the beginning? So, the essence of the seed, if you look at the little seed, the essence of its seed, metaphysically, at its simplest, is a seed is potential. That word only scratches the surface. Only the Creator and the seed know what it's capable of becoming. We look at it. Some of us see a seed. Some of us see a speck of dirt. We don't know what the seed is capable of doing, but the Creator does. The soil, in metaphysically, is the incarnation of the human experience, our life conditions, our culture, our wounds, our family systems, all of the things that are surrounding us, right? And it's in that soil that we grow. Then there's the light. The light represents the divine awareness or illumination. Metaphysically speaking, its light represents truth, God, consciousness, awakening. And then the water that comes represents consciousness, emotional, and inner life. Now, yesterday, we had the little virtual Bloomsday at my place. There was 8 of us, I think. And we started off with a group walking, Wayne, Wendy, Christy, Julie, Ruthie, myself, and we started our walk. And Wayne and Wendy made it about 3 miles. Yeah? This is all like, we made a walk. 3.2 miles. They made it 3.2 miles. So Wayne, Wendy, and Julie walked back. And then Christy, Ruthie, and I kept walking. And I don't know how far we were when you turned around, but it was 4 miles, 5 miles, I don't know what it was. Would have been a 5-mile round trip for you. 4 miles. So Ruthie and I went the full distance. Went all the way to Marabou from the trailhead and made it back. And we had a good time, didn't we? Let me tell you what, that is one spry, what are you, 45, 46 years old? But in the course of that walk, we were talking, and I was sharing with her my 3-hour meditation. And she says, well, you know what the rain represents, right? Water represents consciousness. And one of the things I was sharing with her was as I was sitting in the water, or sitting in the rain, watching the water, and the drops come down, the drops come down, the drops come down, and then they collect and they form a puddle, and then the puddle moves. And she's like, that puddle represents the collective of the consciousness coming together. That's what we have here. We have a collection of consciousness. We're a puddle. We're a puddle of love. I love that. That's the next shirt. That water represents feelings, awareness, our subconscious patterns, and our spiritual practices. And then the stem. Sorry, Byron. The stem is the rising. It's the aspiration. It's a spiritual will that is breaking from the surface. Metaphysically, the upward movement represents intention, willingness, and the activation of our will to grow. And then the bloom. The bloom represents our expression and the realized of our being. That's when we really start to show what we are. So in that little cup that Jasper had, even though they planted that seed today, or planted that seed, and nothing was happening, once the water and the heat and the moisture and the soil helped that little seed to start to activate and become something. The flower, in metaphysically, is the manifestation of the divine form within. And so yesterday, there's some pictures from our walk. There's some beautiful areas of flowers. This doesn't even do it justice, so I can't even really, it's hard to even, but I wanted to show you, how bright and vibrant the flowers are becoming right now, right? And then there's this picture of Ruthie in the community of flowers. Because I recognize that each one of those plants start off individually. And as they grow and bloom, they become a community. And here's Ruthie in the midst of that community. And that's what we all are. We're all in different stages and phases of our bloom. Some of us are struggling to push through the soil. But you know what? We can never go back and be a seed again. That's not part of our evolution. We need to celebrate that. We need to celebrate the fact that we would never go back. A butterfly can never go back into the cocoon to become a caterpillar again. It's not going to happen. Now, some of us live our lives wishing that we could, and we get stuck. And we don't recognize that the blessing that we have of being out of the cocoon and being a butterfly or being a flower. Anyways, in the coming weeks, I'll be talking about identity. Now, next week, you guys have to forgive me, but I'm going to be at my granddaughter's communion, her first communion. So please forgive me for not being here, but I want to be there for that. So and that's Mother's Day, and Dana's got a special Mother's Day talk that she's been preparing, and I think there's others involved that are part of that talk as well. So that'll be next Sunday. And then on the 17th, the first week of my next talk will be the 17th, and we'll be talking about the seed and the awakening in the dark. The week after that, the 24th, we'll be talking about the roots, the emotional grounding and the inner work that we do. And then the following week will be about the bloom, living as our true selves, who we are, what are we here for, where are we, and how do we want to be. Anyways, thank you guys for indulging me and allowing me to be a little emotional this morning. I just appreciate you guys all so much, and I hope you understand when I say I don't want to be here, it's only because of something that I love being here. It's hard for me to take a day off. So anyways, thank you guys. Stay curious and be the blessing.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for that talk. And look forward to blooming and growing with all of you. I don't think it ever ends. I think we're always growing. I hope to always be growing until the end. So, next, it's that time that we do our love offering and share and give. Online, there is the QR code, or you can mail in. And in person, we have our
Yep,
little
you have your little sacred gift card here that you can.
sacred, yep.
If you give online or if you give, just go ahead and drop this in and say a blessing as you do. I do want to point out that we tithe. We as a center tithe as well. So when people give to us, we're using it to run the expenses here, but we in turn use our resources to bless others. So we give to Unity headquarters. We also give to the Northwest region of Unity to support the efforts that are going on there. And then we give locally. And this past quarter, we are blessing Crosswalk downtown. It's a place that feeds kids. And I'm looking to get a group of people to go there once a month and maybe help cook a meal with them and work with them. But it's important, of course, that we give. But I also want to be cognizant and aware of areas that you folks are serving in. So if you are volunteering in areas and you want us to support, I want to support you, we want to support you, let us know, because we're always looking for places that we can tithe locally and pass on. So it's part of that passing on process, right? We receive, we give. It's part of that exercise. So anyways.
Circulation.
Circulation, there you go.
What comes in, goes out. It's a natural flow. Okay, so you come forward and pass the... Okay, join with me in blessing this offering. Divine love in, through, and as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Thank you. So next, we do have a prayer station over here. You can put your prayers in the box. It'll be prayed on for 30 days here locally, and then sent off to be prayed for another 30 days at, yeah. So, and you don't need to have it be something horrible. You can have it be something to pray for, something for your good too. It doesn't just have to be bad or heavy on your heart. So let's just celebrate it all. Let's do it. Okay, so. Yeah?
So great question. The big candle represents the Christ candle. And then each of those candles represents one of the 12 powers of unity. Okay. So, you know what? I'll be talking about that. If you want to know more, also in Dana's class, too. But each power is represented: will, understanding, wisdom, release. Those are all a power within unity.
So does that mean each color has a different, meaning?
Okay, I was just curious because I've noticed that. Sorry, Kimmy.
You're good. So, join me. Unity stands for peace in the presence of conflict, for love in the presence of hatred, for forgiveness in the presence of injury. Unity honors many names of God, the many paths to God, the many ways to worship God. For there is only one power and presence of God, and that God loves each of us equally. Unity urges all nations, their leaders, their people, to pursue peace, not war, for this honors the God of all of our faith traditions. Okay, and announcements. You do have an opportunity to pick up a flyer if you didn't get one when you came in, and the announcements are in here as well. And we have
T-shirt day.
T-shirt day.
You see some of us are wearing the shirts. We've got the shirts in the back. So people have been asking, when are we going to have a T-shirt? So we got a T-shirt. We're using the T-shirt money. We're raising money with the T-shirts to create a benevolence fund. And I don't know how to describe it. I'm going to call it a benevolence fund. But we've had people that have been in the hospital. And I don't know if anybody has seen, I'll have one here next week. But Unity Worldwide Ministries has come out with this prayer protection blanket. It's huge. It's like the size, queen size bed size, right? It's a wonderful blanket. Julie had donated 2 of those blankets for Joanne and Larry. And I took them out to the hospital when I went to visit them and gave them this blanket. Now, the intent was for them to, Larry called his daughter and says, I'm afraid somebody's going to steal this blanket. so his blanket went home. But anyways, the plan is to raise money so we have funds to be able to provide these blankets when someone's sick or in the hospital or whatever. And so that's what that's for. So I think it's $7 of every shirt that's sold goes to that fund. So we have sizes back there from extra small all the way up to XXX. And so there's a QR code. You can go scan the QR code and actually pay right there from the thing. And I just want to point out that when you use Zephy, it automatically adds like a 17% as a suggested donation to Zephy. You can change that. So 17% may seem strong. And you can change that to be like a fixed dollar amount. So just know that you don't always have to go with what they suggest, right? So that's the T-shirts. And they look kind of cool, right? And I won't show you how much I match, but I match.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm not sticking my tongue on that coal pole.
So, wear the love.
Wear the love. And then today, so great question from Tony over here about the 12 powers, the candles. So today, after the service, Dana is going to be in the library, and this is your opportunity for the orientation intro class into Unity. This is one of the things that we ask to go through as to become this, basically as setting your intention of being a member. Membership doesn't mean anything other than the fact that it just says we want to support the community and we do so with the intention of our membership. So, and then there's other, you get to vote in our elections and all that sort of thing. But we want people to become members of our center because it shows an intention and support and that sort of thing. So Dana's going to be doing her class right after in the library. I encourage you to go to that class. Was it an hour? Yeah, about an hour. And then we'll have ongoing classes. Dana and myself and Amber are working on some other classes that we'll be able to take to help get you to the point of, being unified and being able to be to know what some of the basics are. With that said, I have the privilege after 2.5 years of actually welcoming our first members, our first new members since I've been here, ever. And I'll give you a hint who it is. She made me this Go Bloomies cookie this morning as part of it. And I want to welcome up Harlan and Rebecca. You betcha. And this is basically the prayer protection on a little crystal that you can hang from the window or, something like that. I'm just so excited to be able to welcome you guys into the community. Your support is just amazing. So thank you so much. Harlan and Rebecca. Okay, I guess it's all me. Sorry. Fireside chat with me will probably be in the kids' room. So Dan will be in the library. I'll be in the kids' room. If anybody wants to just have a chat with me, got questions about what's been going on or whatever, I'm up front. So if you got an issue, come talk to me. I'm hoping that I create an environment here where people are not feeling either, if something's going on and you want clarification, let's talk. Come talk to me. And so, but if you got an idea or a suggestion or whatever it is, come talk to me. So I'm going to offer this fireside chat. And if those of you that are on the feed, you can email me at minister@theunitycenter.org. Email me a question. We can arrange a conversation, phone call, visitation, whatever. But that is my desire to be with, to support. And then Men on Pause and Women on Play next Friday night. So the women have got the men beat in attendance. And so right now, the men are holding on by a fingernail to the big room, and the women are like nesting in the kids' room. The women have done an amazing job with theirs, candles, incense, the whole thing, and us men are just like, where's the pizza, But anyways, we've decided, we've chatted a little bit, and I think we're going to be sharing the food. So we're going to be sharing the food between, so the food we bring will be joint. But anyways, that's next Friday night. Men come, women come, and that sort of thing, from 5:30 to 7:30. Yes, ma'am. I didn't hear cooking in the conversation that I had. I don't recall anything about cooking. What I recall was we could share food.
That means we get to eat their food.
Yeah.
As long as you bring food.
Randy, the last time they show up, Melissa shows up with a big old pot of spaghetti, and Randy shows up and he goes, well, there's where my spaghetti went. Anyway, so please come join us. It's a really great time of just conversation, getting to know one another, and that sort of thing. Okay, what else do we have? Sacred Support Circle next Sunday. We meet here from 1 to 3:30. We get together, and whatever's on your heart. Some are struggling, some are celebrating. This is an opportunity for us to just kind of hash it out. All right, is there anything else? Oh yeah, this one's fun. So family movie night is going to be the third Friday of the month, and we are going to do Inside Out 2. If you haven't seen Inside Out 1, watch it. You don't have to, but it's probably helpful to, because we're going to do Inside Out 2. So Inside Out 1 showed the basic emotions. Inside Out 2 introduces a new emotion, and that's anxiety. So, and that's a really great way, Inside Out 2 and Inside Out 1 are just both really great movies.
What's next?
What's next? Alternatives to Violence Project, AVP, will be 2 Fridays, May 29th and June 5th. It's a workshop. It's an interactive workshop. So you're not coming and sitting and taking notes. We're actually getting together in a circle, going through the principles and the activities of AVP. AVP is an amazing thing. It's being taught in the prisons. They're introducing it to the schools, and it's all about how do we see one another. And so we'll have more details on that. But I've been through, and I'm qualified now as a facilitator. All right, is that it? That's it. Now we got the kids. Come on, kids. I'm sorry. In the light, in the
light, we are walking in the light of love. In the light, 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 we are one of God.
Wow. Okay, so you can't really see the color here. Well, you show them your hands. So, what'd you make here? What'd you make here, Lucky?
This thing and a wind chime.
A wind chime and a paddleboard. Awesome. There you go. And Tiana, Talia, I'm sorry. On the front of her shirt says cultivate kindness, and on the back.
What will you do for other
What did you learn today?
About forgiveness.
Oh, forgiveness. What'd you learn about it?
Number 77. No, do you remember? That we should forgive.
Jesus said to forgive 77 times.
Yeah, what she said.
Okay, that's why they're kids, and we're working on this. Good job, everybody. Let's give the kids. And our blessing to the kids is, be the love you are, sing the song you hear, share your joy of life with people far and near. And for ourselves, be the love we are, sing the song we hear, share our joy of life with people far and near. All right? You maybe go to those that brought you. I want to take a minute and want to recognize the musicians, Chantel and John and Lancer and Robert. And then, of course, our guest musician this morning is Debbie McManus, who wrote that song. Debbie's going to be back at the end of the month with some more music and songs, and she'll actually has a little album that she's released, and so we'll actually have that available for download and that sort of thing. I also want to give a huge shout out to Byron and Chris in the back here. They have been working extra hard to... As you know, sound in this room is extremely difficult to manage. And so these guys have been working overtime and trying to tweak and get things corrected so that we can manage the sound here. So special shout out to you guys for doing that. Special shout out to you. And Chantel, so this is an opportunity for people to kind of get to know you. So tell us just a little bit about yourself. Like, I understand, okay, in our conversations, you've had a history, like when you were younger, you played in churches and...
Yeah. So I grew up behind the piano, and then I started taking lessons. And I played all the way through school and accompaniment with choirs and church and school. And then I quit everything when I was a senior in high school because I had the worst case of senioritis and was in so many activities because I was a farm kid and had to get off the farm. And I dropped music. I always had a love for music, but I really dropped the playing of music and just kind of went on with life. And fast forward about a decade, I started getting back on the piano again when the need arose at a place I was attending. And it was a slow start to get back into the piano, but my brain rewired into a different way of reading music now. So my love of music comes from connecting with the divine and being able to bypass what my hands are doing, what my thoughts are doing, and just find that flow and hopefully help you into that flow also. But yeah.
Yeah.
I also have a strong love of community singing, so I will be encouraging you all to join me on certain songs, because I have a strong passion for that, and I believe in unity. When our voices rise, it's even more powerful than one single flame. So we can be that fire together.
So I'd encourage, thank you.
Thank you.
I encourage you guys to get to know Chantel and her heart for music.
I do have a YouTube channel.
Oh.
Chantel Monique Sounds, because I do a lot of different kind of things, including the sound bath, which will be here in June. So
Yep.
Thank
she
you.
does amazing. Her and Lance are doing an amazing
With
job
Lance,
with the sound
yeah.
baths. Get to know her and get to know her heart. I just love what she brings here to here. So, all right, if we all stand up and gather for the peace song.
Let there be
Give us a minute, give us a
peace on earth. Sorry. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be my moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
All right, and together the light of the prayer protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well, and that's the truth.